And we are back with another Iniquitous News of the Week episode. I am your host, Lawrence Johnson. In World War III, we are here. I mean, the last 48 hours, we've gone to war with like 3 different countries at one time. Yemen started. Now, the Houthis, yes, terrorist group. But why did it start? Because they were the only people that decided to step up and stand up for Gaza. And what did Israel do? Immediately call US, was like, yeah, we need help. And then what do? Bomb them. 50 people, dead, just like that. Women, children. I'm supposed to sit here and be like, oh yeah, that's a good thing? I mean, look at Trump old tweets. All the time, he used to be like, Middle East war, terrible. Why are we going over there? Why are we wasting money? Since he's been in office for 60 days, now we're supposed to own the Gaza Strip, bomb Yemen. Anything Yemen does in return is immediately Iran. You guys are also bombing us. So that's Iran, Yemen, Gaza, potentially Russia, potentially China, and then Syria as well. I mean, we're not directly bombing them, but Israel's bombing them. And then Trump decided, oh, you know what? Syria, actually, maybe that's where the displaced Palestinians should go. We're going to fix that. We're going to figure that out. A place that's currently being bombed. We're going to take 1 million people and put them there. Now, how does that make sense? And the killing does not stop there. In the last 24 hours, overnight, while you were asleep, Israel killed over 300 people in Gaza. Multiple airstrikes, mostly women and children. That's being reported. Obviously, people, that's what Hamas said. But the videos coming from out of there, absolutely despicable. And this is during Ramadan. A religious holiday, you bombing them in the middle of the night while people are sleeping. A doctor himself came out and he's like, all I did was operate on women and children the entire night. We are funding an ethnic cleansing, people. At some point in time, we got to wake up and realize this is a genocide that's happening over there. And you can't sit here and say, oh, well, Hamas has not struck militarily in months. There's currently a ceasefire over there that Israel just decided to break, strictly for vibes. Why not? Who's going to stop us? And that's the thing. It's very sad because basically nobody. And no, the killing does not stop there. What else happened in the last 24 hours? Well, Israel also killed 3 journalists to bring their total to 206. 206 journalists. These are people that are supposed to be reporting on what's going on there. Somehow caught in the crossfire. So what happened this time is they were recording with a drone the food aid shortage and the blockage that was happening. Israel immediately was like, oh, well, we thought they were attacking us and we thought the drone was going to try to attack us. So we just killed all of them. They didn't take the drone out. They took the drone operator, the other people around them, everybody dead. And that's just supposed to be normal. We're not supposed to bat an eye and be like, okay, wait, what? Killed a journalist? Why? When journalists, women, and children are being killed, most of the time that means a genocide is taking place. And I just want you to do this math for me real quick. Of all of the children killed around the world, Israel has killed more combined. That is a scary, scary statistic to be leading in. And it's not even close. And before you sit here and say, oh, Israel, they're not dangerous, Mossad, remember this interview from 60 Minutes? First off, this man went up there fully scullied up. Can't even see his face, changed his voice, but then bragged about how influential and how powerful Israel and the Mossad is and how they can infiltrate different countries and make things look how they want it to look. This was after the fact that they killed a bunch of people with those pagers. He was bragging about the pagers. The best military tactical movement ever, according to them. Now, just imagine if all of a sudden there was 300 phones that blew up in the U.S. That'd be a terrorism attack, and we would be going to war with somebody immediately. But it's Israel, greatest ally. I'm just saying, I'm sick of this shit. At one point in time, do we just be like, okay, they wildin', son. We can't be big brothers for them forever. He's bombing everybody. We go to war with the whole entire Middle East. That's not our war. This is not our problem. See, Gaza, I do want us to step up because that's a clear genocide happening. But anywhere else, we've been over there for the last 25 years. Nothing has been fixed. Maybe we should start looking in the mirror and be like, oh, hold on. We could possibly be the fucking problem. Trump came out and dropped the deportation highlight video. People need to understand that was high quality camera work right there. The lighting, the editing, the cuts together, the drone shots, the jets that we was putting people on. This is a deportation highlight. I mean, this is comparable to LeBron and them. But then you gotta wonder, like, why are we spending so much money on a highlight tape? And some of these people that are being, chained up, some of them could be gang members, some of them couldn't be. That's the whole thing. We just snatching people off the street. As long as they Hispanic, it could be a chance they're illegal, so we gonna check. But I've just never seen a president drop a deportation highlight tape. I mean, as a hater, it's like, that's kind of hard. But as like a civilian human being, I'm like, we couldn't spend our money elsewhere? You could just said, this is how many people we deported in the last 24 hours or 48 hours. I ain't need a highlight tape showing me the play-by-play. As the deportations continue, this man right here was literally walking on the street, got surrounded, cuffed up, thrown into jail, detained. Why? Strictly for vibes, just because he was Hispanic. My boy had the ID on him. And on top of that, it's almost proven at this point in time that they're arresting people and then making the warrants after the fact. I don't know. It is a crazy time to be living here. I mean, it's like the White House is now Trump's burner account. He just tweets from there like he's just normally talking out loud. Bye-bye, Russia? Who trolls from an official White House account? I just know for a fact the rest of the world gotta be looking at it as like, oh yeah, they're living in a reality TV episode, but it's just 4 years long. And we have to repeat this shit every single day. Bye-bye, Russia? Like, he's deporting somebody because she went and attended a funeral. He was a Hezbollah leader. So that undermines everything. Because he was a leader of a terrorist group that was kind of forced into the position that they're in, she is now also a terrorist, deported. I mean, at this point in time, free speech is on the brink. There's going to be some law that's passed down. Next thing you know, I'm not even going to be able to say Israel no more. I don't know how I'm going to do it, because you know me, I'm going to keep on talking about it. Because sooner or later, we have to open our eyes here and understand we're at war 24/7 because of another country. None of these wars that we're in right now were initiated by us. Started by us, nothing. Yemen, not us. Gaza, not us. Syria, not us. Iran, definitely not us. And I understand, they are shooting our ships, but at the same time, if that happened to us, we would also shoot at them immediately. If we put an airstrike, you gotta think about that. We airstriked Yemen. This is a country tension, kind of, but airstriking civilian cities? Oh yeah, you just took it up a notch. Now, they ain't playing no games. They're going to shoot at us, and that means our troops, us, our people, are now at risk to dying. And our whole entire thing, Trump's entire campaign, world peace. When I get in here, peace is going to be achieved. He never said peace was going to be achieved by strong action and military action and killing other people and putting our lives at risk. But that's the thing, no matter what Trump does, his supporters gonna support him. I don't understand how he do it. What makes him untouchable? No matter what happens, y'all love him so much. What is that? Because at first I thought it was all money in, no money out. There has been billions given to Israel. Sure, we slowed down the payments to Ukraine. NATO's about to drop us. But Israel, oh yeah, as long as they call up, it's like we they bank. How much y'all need? What y'all need? It's on the way. How did they get this control over us? Then Trump decided to drop an app, CBP Home app, which is basically, if you're an illegal immigrant, download this app so you can self-deport. Now, if you are an illegal immigrant, I would just tell you right now, this would probably not be a smart decision. Because let's say you open the app, download it, start to do your stuff, fill out your information, you about to self-deport, and then you decide not to because you're like, hold on, this is just too much risk. I've been living here for 15, 20 years. Oh yeah, they going on the way, I promise to God, they gonna be knocking at your door, arrested, detained, get out. Bye-bye, whoever you are. That's the type of time we on right now. Just letting you know, watch out, be careful. At the same time, I don't understand how the papers don't work like that. I feel like our government just needs to, team up, pattern up a little bit and be like, okay, how do we make illegals legal in a faster process? Because clearly right now, we on bullshit. Today, we also remember Rachel Corrie. She was an American journalist that went over there to the Middle East all the way back in 2003 to report what was happening to Gaza and the Palestinians in an open-air prison, and Israel crushed her with a bulldozer. Yeah, I know. Very sad story. She should be remembered. There should be some type of movie, documentary. But as you can imagine, her name is basically erased because she was standing on the wrong side, according to us. A bulldozer? So inhumane, so vociferous, so malfeasant, right on target with what Israel be on. You should just know, though, as an American, almost everybody in the world is against what is going on in Israel, and especially what's going on in Yemen right now. Even Russia called up and said, oh, yeah, you guys need to stop attacking the Houthis. What's going on? Now, there has always been tension. I do want you to know that. I'm not saying that these are amazing people, but I'm saying that we airstriked a place we had no business airstriking. There were no military targets. We attacked civilians. They responded swiftly. They attacked the USS Harry Truman. They attacked some other ships. But at the same time, if I'm outside looking in, from my perspective, what am I supposed to? I can't blame them. If you airstrike, I'm sending shit back. And obviously, as Americans, we're sitting here. Some people are like, oh, we're about to wipe Yemen off the face of the map. But it's like, okay, if you saw a bully picking on a kid and the kid swung back, punched him in the face, are you going to be mad at the little kid or are you going to be mad at the bully? And I'm a hater, son. I don't mind bullies, but we can't be the bully of the world. Shit is crazy. I can't go to sleep at night. Every night I'll be like, man, I wonder who we gonna bomb tomorrow. And that's the reality we live in, so I don't know what else to say. Seems like Greenland has answered us with their, do we want to be a part of the U.S. or not? And the answer is unanimously no. Which I think we all knew. I just think a lot of people in the U.S. don't understand that outside the U.S. right now, we're looked at as a joke. Like people think we are just clowns. Which I mean, I guess it is understandable because all the clips that probably come from us is insane. But I hope people out there in the world know that a lot of civilians here are not like our government. Now, we have a few, but we usually a little bit more patterned up than that. I mean, like our guy Bernie Sanders here, at least he's standing up for Gaza. We have some people in our government that are eye-opening. Him, Thomas Massey, two goats. But the rest of them, I ain't gonna lie, they kind of cooked. The JFK files, will they be released today? Supposedly they are. 80,000 files. So I can't even report on what's in them. I will once I read them. But at the same time, I don't even know if they're actually going to be out. Because you already know things are going to be heavily, heavily redacted. But I also want you to know, Cash and Pam, yeah, this does not get the heat off the Epstein files. That's what we want. Until I see the Epstein files and everybody that was involved, celebrities, government, everyone, I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to keep on annoying y'all in every single episode. Because you guys annoying me every single time. Day one. We are dropping the Epstein file. It is day 59, 60? Where they at? More Teslas being burnt. As a hater, this makes me revel in the fact that this many people hate this man. But I'm not gonna lie, Teslas are trash anyways. And the thing is, I don't think Elon ever thought that he would be supported by so many right-wing people and then lose all his support from the left, knowing that Tesla was only really bought by people on the left. Now you have no shot. I mean, doing a Joe Rogan commercial, you got him a souped up Tesla, you think Joe Rogan give a fuck? He doesn't. He doesn't move the needle. People on the right are not gonna buy electric cars. They need toast shit. They need power. They need coal. Speaking of coal, Trump has announced, oh yeah, we are back to coal mining energy. All that other shit, out the window. Solar, who cares? Electric, who cares? Coal, we are back. AKA, big corporations, 1%, they money up, as usual. The rest of us, we're gonna sit on the sidelines and watch people make billions of dollars. But hey, clean energy, good luck. I have no idea what's gonna happen. Coal, here to stay. And don't be fooled by the media where they say that if you don't support Israel, you're anti-Semitic. Because as you can see here, there's a lot of Jewish people out here that don't fuck with Israel either. Now, you're gonna call them anti-Semitic? I don't even think that's possible. But there's a lot of people out here that are standing in solidarity. And I just hope that whoever you are watching from home, don't be on the wrong side of history. Now, you don't have to speak out if you don't want to speak out, but I just hope you sit there and know that Israel and U.S., we're not on the right side. The people of Gaza, Palestinians, they don't deserve to be displaced and ethnically cleansed. And the fact that we're talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna find some place in Africa? What? I will say though, if you're an immigrant or you want a green card or a visa over here, yeah, Shut up. Stay in the color like peroxide. Do not say anything against Israel because they will come knocking at your door and try to deport you and probably detain you. You see what happened to Mahmoud? He's still detained. His wife is like 8 months pregnant. That's what he's dealing with. I'm trying to tell you people, you got to be careful. Now, as American citizens, this is our chance to step up and say something, as I will continue to do. I try to do it in a funny way, but at the end of the day, I'm like, hold on. I'm watching the genocide happen through my phone, son. I can't just sit here and be like, oh, yeah, that's normal. It's not normal. I've been here since the beginning of social media. Now, all of a sudden, they finally have a voice. I see what's going on. Oh, yeah. We're wilding, son. We need to calm down. Because our Department of Justice is taken to the point that they're now trying to find out if they can charge the Columbia students that have been expelled and deported with terrorism charges. Terrorism charges for a protest. So I'm saying this is fear-mongering. They're trying to make you scared that, oh, well, if you say this, you're going... American citizens, they cannot do nothing. We have free speech. Now, if they run into some executive order into law, I'll let you know when that changes. But as of right now, stand up and speak out. If you have a protest, go to a protest. See for yourself with your own eyes if these are violent protests. Don't take people's word for it. Fox News, CNN, even BBC at this point in time cannot be trusted. It's crazy. Foreign countries basically taking us over from the outside in. But I'm just Lawrence Johnson. I'm just here to report your Iniquitous news, you feel me? As much as I hate Elon, SpaceX did just pull up. And honestly, they did a very hilarious video. The whole alien suit, I love that. And I feel so happy for these two astronauts. Because stranded in space, oh yeah, it sounds like my deepest fear. Imagine if you hate the person that you was with. My goodness, that would be so shitty. But the fact that they finally were able to pull them up, now they get to go fly back, I can't wait for them to return. They return, probably while you're watching this video, they have safely made their return back to Earth. SpaceX, good job. Elon, you still suck, but your engineers and people you've hired, impressive, to say the least. Rolling Loud happened this past weekend in Los Angeles, and honestly, it was a hit. I was a little bit questionable because I was looking at the lineup. I'm like, damn, son, maybe I'm getting, who are these people? But they all pulled up and popped out and performed, moving, grooving, vibing, and sliding for real. I mean, Playboy Cardi brought out The Weeknd, Nav, basically every streamer known to man. Very smart play by him. And then the night before that, A$AP Rocky, bro, jumped out of a helicopter. Well, not jumped out, but he was performing. Mars Vera, you guys said death type shit. I mean, hopefully he was harnessed in or something, but I ain't gonna lie. Hanging out of a helicopter performing? Yeah, not gonna be me. This is our hell yeah clip of the week. My boy basically traveled back in time to Game of Thrones. I mean, how do you guys even set this up? Is it a competition? The moving and grooving of the mechanics of the wood, though, that's fire. I ain't gonna lie. This is what he does in his free time. I mean, not in the greatest shape. I don't think you can go to war. But at the end of the day, this clip right here, hell yeah, son, I can get behind this. I'm rocking with you, gang. Artist of the day goes to Rag Baby. He just released a new album, but his song right now, On God, it's my shit. I ain't gonna lie, it's been on repeat.
Pocket the ball and I ain't passing. Let's just cut through scoring the basket. My high bitch, what did you ask? Yo, bitch good, but my bitch bad. You shoot fast, my shit fast. Yo.
And our crash out of the day goes to this pimp. So, bro was not paid correctly by the pastor. So what did he do? He didn't wait till after the service, before the service. He pulled up at the service in his pimp outfit, walked up to the front, hold that, dickhead, in front of everybody. Now, obviously, the news is talking about the pimp, but I'm trying to wonder, like, what's the pastor doing buying hoes from the pimp and not paying them back? He gave an interview and all that, but I'm thinking that, I'm like, hold, wait a second. You wasn't the one paying. How you even know this pimp? And you ain't see him walking up the aisle? You knew what time it was. You just didn't know he was gonna deck you. Unbelievable. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to the pimp. As a hater, go get your money, son. Why the pastor playing with you? What? I'll be like, oh yeah, what was that? Communion? What was you passing out? Yeah, all that goes to me. I don't know what buddy think this is, Mr. Pastor. But I need that. That's your Iniquitous news of the day. Stay for sinners, malfeasant, and nefarious at all times.